Hey everyone, back today again with another video of my Avalanche. It's been a while since I've done any work to the Avalanche, but I did a little lift on it, which I've already talked to you about. But now it's kind of got a narrow stance on the tires. They kind of stick in a little far, so what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be adding some spacers to it. I'm sure you already know how to do that, but I'm going to be adding some spacers to it. Kind of show you, see how the tires, they kind of hug inside there, and they don't stick out very far. So I'm going to be putting a 2-inch spacer, which I've got around here somewhere. See, it's a little 2-inch bolt-on spacer. What you do, you take the tire off, you bolt these to the hub, and then you bolt the tire to that. Pretty simple, but we're going to take care of that real quick today. So I'll get this thing all jacked up, get this tire pulled off, and I will show you what to do from there. Alright, so I got the tire off, so all you do really, you just slip this right onto the top of the, right over the hub there, and then you use these nuts here to bolt this on, and then you'll stack the regular bolts onto the lug nuts again. If you have aftermarket rims, it might not work because you'll get a lot of rubbing up in your fender wells. And these are just stock tires, stock wheels, so I'm not too worried about rubbing at the moment. Maybe when I get some new rims, maybe I'll have to take them out. But and these are going to be tough. You might want to get a second person to torque them, but I'm just going to hammer them with my impact, so it's a good idea to torque them. But like I said, I'm not going to because it's just me, and to do that you'd have to have somebody in there to hold your brake for you. Should have these off already. Unprepared. Anyway, we got this. Let's grab this other one here. And these are 19 millimeter. You kind of got to use a chrome socket because an impact socket have a hard time fitting in there. So you got to use a chrome socket. Just run these all in. I'm doing this to all four, not just the fronts or the backs. I'm doing all four. That way it sticks out a little bit more, and that'll make it look a little nicer. Then I get some aftermarket rims. Still got a lot of ideas, a lot of plans on this thing, but right now with the economy the way it is and gas price the way they are, I can't really afford to do much. So, but we'll get there. Okay, those all done. I'm using my Milwaukee Fuel 1/2-inch drive impact. Just want to hammer them on pretty good. You know I'm coming out. And you gotta hit them pretty good because being new aluminum, new lug nuts, sometimes they might come loose, so you might want to drive it around a little bit, pull the tire, retighten them up. It's always a good idea. May or may not be necessary, but it's always a good idea to drive it around 50 miles, if that, maybe not even that. Drive around the block a couple times, come back, pull the tires off, hit them again with your impact, just to make sure they're good and tight, because you don't want these coming off. The other ones, well, you don't want any of them coming off, but the ones on the rim you can just always retorque, but the other ones you have to pull the tire off to retorque. So it's a pain in the butt, but it's always a good idea to double hit these with torque. But I will put all this back together. I'll put this one back on, put the tire back on, get all the others done, and I will get back and I will show you the finished product. So doesn't really stick out really past the fenders, which is nice, but it does stick out a lot a lot better. It looks way better. See what this stock one looks like? It's like way in there. I mean, you gotta come clear it. This other one, just right here. Oh yeah, that looks way better. That looks way better. Anyway, I will get back. I'll get the rest of these put on, and I will get right back and let you see the finished final product. Okay, so finished product. I don't know if you can really tell from the before pictures, but they're sticking out way further. They still don't stick out past the fenders, but real close. I think it looks good. I like it way better. Now I gotta go drive it, come back, retorque them, and then all should be good. See, what I did was a 3-inch torsion bar lift, and it looks pretty good in my opinion, but I just need to get rid of them stock rims and or at least put some bigger tires on it. But either way, I got more work to do. But the final product looking really good, having those tires sticking out a little further. That's what it looks like on the back end. Yeah, it looks way better. Anyway, be sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that thumbs up. And if you're feeling really generous, hit that super like button and leave a small donation. If you're feeling really generous, I do all this myself. I don't have any sponsors or anything, so every teeny little bit helps a ton. So, but yep, anyway, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. It's pretty simple, but it makes the truck look a lot better. Anyway, hope you have a good one, and I will see you next time.